Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another edition of Mike on Sports. I am your host. I go by the name of Mike Gross, man. Big ups to that 501 and that 317. Little Rock, Indianapolis. We are in the building. And I'm back with another one, baby. We back with another little boxing chit chat, a little boxing debate, you know what I'm saying? Let's start. I want to start in the welterweight division, you know what I'm saying? We've been talking about heavyweights a lot here. We coming out off the back of a good welterweight, Danny Garcia, who fought this past weekend on Showtime, and we seen Danny not look. I mean, he dominated the fight, sure enough, but we were expecting a little bit more out of Danny. You know what I'm saying? We were expecting Danny to get the knockout of a guy, Ivan Redcat, who fought guys like Zatichin and knocked him out. I forgot who the other guy was that knocked him out. But what I can say about Danny, you know what I'm saying? He take care of these guys that he's supposed to be taking care of in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Anytime he has a guy who's not on his level, but he goes out there and puts on a good performance. Now looking down the road, you know what I'm saying? Looking at the Errol Spence fight, we had a little quote from Danny that I wanted, you know what I'm saying, get to. He feels like his style is perfect for Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to the article. First off, he said, "I want to thank my fans and everybody out in Brooklyn who came to see me fight." He was looking sharp from the outset. I can't say, you know what I'm saying. He was catching Red Cat with a lot of shots. Red Cat felt that power and maybe didn't want to explore how much power Danny had. Now look at the fight with Errol Spence. Are we totally are we totally behind Danny possibly pulling a upset of Errol Spence? Because I'm looking at it like I don't think Danny, when we seen him in there against Sean Porter, I thought Sean Porter beat Danny in that fight. Even though I picked Danny going in, I thought Sean Porter did enough to win that fight. We seen him on a elite level against a guy like Keith Thurman. Came up kind of short, you know what I'm saying? We just seen Keith Thurman lose to Manny Pacquiao. I'm looking at Errol Spence as either number one in the division or 1A is a toss up between him and Terrence Crawford, in my opinion. And I'm not sure like what has Danny Garcia shown me that he can actually beat the elite level guys at 147. Came up short twice. People say that hey man, he had a good fight against Keith Thurman, this and that. In my opinion, man, Keith Thurman took his foot off the gas the last 3-4 rounds in that fight, and really, know what I'm saying, made it a closer fight than what it had to be. Um, I'm looking at Danny Garcia, man, and I got my reservations about Danny Garcia. I got my intrepidation about Danny. You know what I'm saying? Like I know Danny's a good solid fighter at 147, but I'm just of the mindset. I'm of the belief if you ain't beating Sean Porter and you ain't beating Keith Thurman, what in the kind of chance in hell do I give you for beating Errol Spence? Could you possibly land that left hook on Errol Spence? Yeah, you probably possibly could. But is it going to be able to knock down Errol Spence or knock out Errol Spence? I don't know. We seen you get a TKO win over Granados. I would say Errol Spence, just based off weight, is a more credible 147 than Granados. We seen you tap my guy, my Ivan Redcat with that left hand. Ivan didn't go down either. So, I mean, do we think that Danny's gonna be able to outbox Errol Spence? I don't think so either. Danny's kind of flat-footed. He tends to not really, even though he was bouncing a little bit the other night, he's not really like a mover, a guy who changes angles and things like that. Um, yeah, man, I'm just looking at Errol Spence, man, as being a little bit too much for this guy, Danny Garcia. Don't forget, if you're listening right now on YouTube, take a second out and smash that thumbs up button. Take 1 second out and smash that thumbs up button. It helps with the visibility of the show. Lets people know what I'm saying, what things we're out here doing on Mike on Sports. But And I'm just basing this off of the videos that I've been seeing from Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Him back in the gym training. Derrick James saying his timing and everything is good in the gym. So that's what I'm basing this off on. I know Earl coming off a big time injury, and I get all that. But I mean, the way PBC talking, the way Earl talking, the way Danny talking, this possibly could be a fight that lines up. And I'm looking like I don't want to like be too harsh on Danny Garcia because I like Danny. He's a guy that got a great personality. He's a good boxer. But when it comes to the elite level of boxing at 147, it's just not like I'm enamored with Danny Garcia. I'm not sold on him yet. You know what I'm saying? Uh we seen him struggle sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like when the talent rises up, man, we see him struggle a little bit, a little bit. That's all I'm saying. But enough for old Daniel. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go out to some news that I seen this morning. I'm trying to find out what that Eddie Hearn thing is. Eddie Hearn. Maybe this morning, yeah. Let's see, Eddie Hearn. There we go. Eddie Hearn made the news again. Boy, these guys are making the news like every week between him and Joshua. These guys are staying in the news and staying relevant. And that's what you need to do in boxing, you know what I'm saying? When you're only fighting 2 to 3 times a year, you got to make sure the news around you is going to cap your headlines. And that's exactly what they did. I'm going to read this whole article. It's by Boxing Clever from Boxing Scene. We all know last month AJ went over there and got his belts back from Andy Ruiz. Saudi Arabia dropped a heavy amount of money to be out the possible locations and venues who were trying to secure the rematch. At the moment, Saudi Arabia has continued to flex a massive wallet as the country purses numerous mega fights that are being discussed in the future. The biggest fight to be made in the UK market is the heavyweight showdown between Joshua and domestic rival Fury. February will challenge WBC. We all know that. Here we go. Get to the juicy stuff. I can't see Joshua Fury landing in the UK. For me, it should happen in the UK. And if there's a way to do it, we'll do it. But do you think I can go up to these guys and say, you can make $150 million each to do it in Saudi, or $40 million in the UK? That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? He is a promoter at the end of the day. He got to take in consideration his fighter's best interest. And I like to see the fact that Saudi Arabia is not only looking to do big heavyweight fights, but they're showing interest in Mikey Garcia. They're showing interest in Manny Pacquiao and Amir Khan. So all those fighters can possibly see some time on Saudi soil. I'm not opposed to it at all because I think you need. I feel like this is going to be like a 2 to 3 fight kind of deal, whether it's Fury or whether it's Wilder. I think you kind of need it for the first fight to be in Saudi. Let Saudi do all the groundwork for you. Let Saudi do all the heavy lifting for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in the rematch, you can easily sell it to the zone or the U.S. public or the U.K. public because of the storyline from the first fight. Well, we had this big mega event in Saudi Arabia. We did this, we did that over in Saudi Arabia. So I definitely think that this first fight in Saudi Arabia, whether it's Fury or whether it's Wilder, it can definitely lend its helping hand to promote the rematch in the UK or the rematch in the U.S. I mean, in my opinion, it should be a trilogy at the end of the day. And I think when you're looking at Saudi, I think we can possibly see that as being a boxing destination for the foreseeable future. We got to see if Prince Khalid is happy with the investment in boxing and what it does for the global, well, the economy in Saudi Arabia, wherever it's held. I know last time it was in Riyadh, then it was in Jeddah for the Amir Khan fight. So a lot of different territories and a lot of different locations that Saudi Arabia can present to different fighters. If it was the difference of 10 million each, that's different, but it's not. It's double to go elsewhere, and it can't be ignored, especially with a fight like that. It's a one-off. Prince Khalid loves his boxing. That's the only one of the reasons why we're in a relationship, and there's going to be many, many more. It's big plans now for Saudi. The first one was the first one was so successful that it's really the go ahead to do 3 or 4 more in 2020. So you're talking about doing 3 to 4 more fights in Saudi Arabia in 2020. It's gonna be intriguing to see what names he gets to go over there to fight in Saudi Arabia. I'm becoming more and more intrigued and enamored with the idea of Saudi Arabia being a big time destination for boxing. I know a lot of American fans may not agree with it, or British fans may not agree with it because they feel like the sport has been taken from them. But we got to understand boxing is a global sport, and those guys be back. Those guys will be back to their countries. Those guys will be back to their home countries, and you guys will see them in action, stateside or abroad. So I don't think Saudi Arabia is gonna come in and completely take over the market, but I do think it's a nice little wrinkle in the market to drive revenue up for fighters and make these site fees even bigger. You know what I'm saying? If you want to fight, you definitely got to pay right. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got now. Let's go to the top of boxing scene right quick, man. Let's see what we got. What we got, man? Story of the day. Andre's timetable has changed, but the plan remains the same. Yeah, man. I know. Demetrius Andre still wants that Canelo and Gennady fight, man. I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough for him to get it. Oh, we got some news. Javier Fortuna and Luke Campbell reached a deal for WBC lightweight title fight. Avoid purse bid. Okay, let's see how this played out. Let's see. Eddie Hearns. All right, bitch, I'm talking to you. Eddie Hearn, Campbell's promoter, and Samson Boxing have confirmed that they have reached an agreement with Luke Campbell versus Javier Fortuna, said Suleiman. Therefore, the purse bid has been canceled. Now, we all know Haney is injured, so that's why this belt is up. This is a good fight. I just wonder where this fight is going to take place at. You know what I'm saying? Will it be in the UK or will it be stateside? You know what I'm saying? I think it's definitely a good fight. Definitely a good fight. Joseph Diaz, I can't wait to shut up Tevin Farmer. Oh, how you going to shut him up? How you going to shut him up, JoJo? What them quotes at? I wanted to fight the best for a world title, and that's Tevin Farmer, said Diaz. I started calling him out because I knew I was going to climb up the rankings. I was talking shit to him at the press conference in Las Vegas. I threw out my hook, and he caved in and fell into my net. Started talking shit back, and everyone wanted the fight to happen. Farmer could have chosen an easier fight, but he has a lot to prove to the critics and to himself, and he's the best in the division. I feel I have a lot to prove too. He's talked a lot, so I hope he backs up and bring it in him. But I let off the gas and I was opening up as much as I should have, but it was a learning experience for me, and it has made me the fighter I am today. I am hungrier now than ever. I told Tevin, is a very good fighter, but I have a lot at stake and it's the opportunity of a lifetime. I have to go out there and showcase everyone that I am the next star in the sport. I can't wait to shut this guy up. He's a hell of a fighter, though. Don't get me wrong, he's a world champion for a reason. He knows how to win. He is talented, defensive boxer. He knows how to dodge and make you miss and how to win rounds. But he's never fought a tough guy as me. His defenses have been against good fighters, but none of them are the level that I bring. I feel like I am an elite level guy, and I have championship pedigree, and Thursday night is going to come out. So JoJo, man, talking pretty confident, man. Talking pretty confident, you know what I'm saying? We got to see if that translates into the ring. Let me see. Let me go ahead and open up these phone lines for you guys right quick. If you guys want to call in and give me your spiel about just about what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? The AJ, the Danny Garcia, the Sean, the Errol Spence. Is that a fight that you think people are going to be interested in? Do you think Danny has a legitimate chance of beating Errol Spence? Let me go out to the thing right quick. We gonna get these phone. What up, our Junie? You gonna open these phone line up right quick, homie, so everybody can give me your opinion about the fight. Skype profile, share profile, copy link. Go to that right there. Oh man, Joe Joyce and Danny Dubois seem like they have agreed to terms. I think that's a good fight. I'm glad to see Joe Joyce. Errol Spence. Not go out to the thing right quick. Not needing that fucking tune up. And going right into the Danny Dubois fight. I can take my hat off to that. Now, I just put my Skype information in the chat. If you guys want to call in and give me your spiel on this boxing, you know what I'm saying, talk, let me know. We're going to set it up right now. Show another scene. Yeah. Show scenes. I add that one to I'm glad to see Joe Joyce. Errol Spence. Let me see right there. Bam. We got that. Yeah, if you want to be a part of the conversation, the only thing you got to do is add Michael Gross on Skype. I just put my Skype information in the chat. So if you guys want to leave your spiel, go ahead and add me on Skype. If not, man, we're going to go ahead and get about this junk. You know what I'm saying? AJ, Eddie made the news. Possibly a big site fee for both guys. I bet. I will, Kaz Bass. The link is already in chat. I don't think you got to do is copy that thing. But yeah, man, I'm just looking. Man, it's a lot of money over in Saudi Arabia, man. If you're Al Heyman and you're Shelly Finkel, you have to go and look and see what they're talking about and what they're talking about offering. I know that you are in a contract with Fury, but the loser gotta call for the rematch, and I think the loser will. You know what I'm saying? Call for the rematch. So I know it sounds good from Eddie perspective. It sounds good from Joshua perspective, but at the end of the day, we all know both guys got a lot of stuff in front of them that they need to take care of. Wilder got the 2 fights with Fury this year. AJ got the mandatory with Pulev, and possibly coming back and fighting the winner of Usyk and Chisora for the WBO. So there's a lot of things going on that both guys need to take care of. But yeah, for the most part, man, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'm gonna get any calls today. So with that being said, Mike on Sports, I'm out this thing. Check me for my rugby video. It should be dropping in about maybe an hour and a half. We're going to tackle some rugby, and we're going to give you guys more and more content. I was going to do the Lakers and Clippers game tonight, but it seems like that game has been postponed. We'll check out and see if there are any other games on the docket that interest us or intrigue us, and we'll come back with some more work. Until next time, I'm out this thing. Yes, sir.